Hello guys and welcome to the Bali vlog. So I'm gonna give you guys a little room tour now. For some reason I have two beds, don't ask why. Got a little desk, but the best part is the bathroom. This sink is literally gold. Look at that, how big it is. A gorgeous shower. And then you got the little toilet and a full-length mirror, which is always nice. And that's pretty much it. Got a mini fridge. I think I'm just gonna head out to the beach now. I'm gonna have to find it. Excuse the beach hair. It wasn't that great. I get to the beach and there's no one on the sand. It's only like fancy beach chairs that you have to rent, and there's no one swimming. You're only allowed to go in the water if you're surfing, and you have to pay to go surfing. So I thought it was like a tourist trap, and it was a very touristy beach. So I was kind of turned off right away by that, but I was like, oh, it's already 12. I'm not gonna waste my first day, might as well go to the beach anyways. So I rented a chair. There's locals like walking up and down the beach trying to sell bracelets and those things you wear over your bathing suits, like cover-ups and stuff like that. Handcrafts, like normal. If you go on vacation to the Caribbean, it's like that too. Locals are always trying to sell stuff to the tourists. But it was the first time that the locals were so aggressive. Usually they're trying to sell you stuff and you say no and they'll leave you alone, but these people don't leave you alone. Not only that, but they're also trying to sell massages, which I've definitely seen before. Even in Spain, actually, they were trying to sell you scalp massages on the beach. But these people were literally grabbing me and started massaging me without my consent to try to get me to pay them. They were literally like rubbing my legs and my feet. Such a turnoff. Like, imagine just strangers coming up to you and touching you while you're in your bathing suit. And then to make matters worse, so a local man comes up to me and he's with this younger guy who's like probably a little bit younger than me. He sits down on my chair where I am in my bikini, and this guy's like in his 30s easily, and he starts hitting on me and he starts asking to take pictures of me, and he stayed there for 40 minutes non-stop harassing me and touching me and rubbing my legs and telling me my skin is nice. And I'm looking around at all the tourists around me and all the locals that work there that like sell the chairs and work for the hotels, and I'm trying to get someone to help me to get this guy go away. Nobody cares. Not a single person. They see me, they don't care. So I was harassed for 40 minutes until I got him to go away. And even when he went away, he kissed me on the cheek. What the hell? Like, what the hell? It was not okay. Really, really disappointed with my first day here in Bali. It was so awful. And like, even if I hadn't had that experience with that man, I was already not enjoying the whole being attacked by locals selling a bunch of crap.
Hello gang, it is day 2 in Bali. I took it a little chillax this morning, which probably wasn't smart because I have a big day today.
And today I'm going beach hopping. I'm really enjoying this loose blouse kind of thing and this jean skirt. Hello, day 2 done. You guys saw the clips, you guys saw how beautiful it was. I'll give you the background story to that I mean, my experience just proves that pictures don't show the full story. After yesterday's scare with Kuta Beach, I did a lot of research to try to find some other good beaches to check out that were maybe a little less touristic and a little more safe. The taxi drivers here don't speak much English, but like you think that if you give them a destination, they're taxi drivers, they know the city, they should pretty much know where it is. Well, not the case. This taxi driver just didn't know where anything was. A 40-minute ride turned into a 2-hour ride of us trying to communicate without speaking the same language. It happens, like it wasn't the end of the world at all. I ended up finding the first beach I wanted to go to, and you have to walk down a bunch of steep stairs and like corners, sharp corners with no barriers, so like super dangerous. Then you get to it, and don't get me wrong, it's absolutely beautiful. It's like caves with the super blue water and surfers everywhere. There's no sand whatsoever. The water comes all the way up to the rock. So the only option was to walk over this bridge and go eat at a restaurant that looked over the water. So you can kind of just watch the surfers, but you can't go to the beach unless you're a surfer. That was a little disappointing. It still was absolutely beautiful, but it's not the same to be just observing instead of being in it. And I found it a little bit weird because I did my research to find these beaches, and that's not the way the beach was described. But anyways, so second beach is Padang Padang. Once again, you have to pay to get in. They charge you. Why are you charging me? I don't really know. Go down a bunch of steep stairs again. You get to the beach, and this section of sand, at least there is one this time, but it's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. So I tried to take up as little room as I could and tried to squeeze myself into a little spot on the beach. And I went in the water to cool off. The water was really nice though. Like, not as crystal clear blue as the first beach, and there was some plastic and trash in the water, which is sad, but they can't really control that. But the water was like a really nice temperature and clear. You could see right through it. A few fish, and then there was like this whole mountainside with caves and stuff, so I went to go explore there. That was my highlight of today. That was really fun. Going in the caves and taking pictures. I stayed at that beach for about 2 hours. I finally got a little bit less busy so I could actually lie down in the sand and relax a bit. I wanted to go to a third beach, which is Jimbaran. The taxi driver kind of took advantage of me, and he was just like putting pressure on me to stay with me all day instead of just like me doing my own thing. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, but he was like, okay, well, you have an hour here, you have an hour here, you have an hour here. Like, chill, dude, let me do my thing. I'm on vacation. And when I got to Jimbaran, he dropped me off at this restaurant that he wanted me to go to. And like, I couldn't go to the beach or anything. He waited for me outside the restaurant. And this restaurant he brought me to was hella expensive. Like, the food here in Bali is super cheap, and the food at that restaurant was more expensive than what I would have paid back home. It was insane. And it was a set menu. Like, you didn't even get to look at the menu and see prices before. It was just them bringing out food to you without you even ordering. It's like these huge platters like that they choose. The whole dinner on the beach watching the sunset thing sounds really attractive, like, of course. But I would have liked to be able to decide what I wanted to do for myself instead of this taxi driver deciding for me. But he seemed to be friends with all the people working there, so I'm sure he was getting some kind of deal out of it. And the food really wasn't that good, so I don't know. The view was nice though. Jimbaran Beach, to be honest, it wasn't anything special. It was just like any other beach, but there was a lot of stray dogs, so I enjoyed watching them play around in the waves. Still had fun. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm miserable while I'm here, but I feel like maybe my expectations were too high. Or I don't know, I thought like, in my head, Bali is like amazing beaches, but I feel like the beaches are only amazing for surfers. If you're not a surfer, then Bali beaches aren't really that great. Hopefully the tours are really cool.